My name's Connor Richmond and I am a third-year student at Edge Hill University studying film and TV production. My role as part of this production was the director. It's the first time we've been in the TV studio, which was very daunting, but basically it formed part of our independent television production module for third year. Basically, we always wanted to do a music production kind of TV show, and we thought, well, why not push the boat out, and instead of doing like the typical kind of student production acoustic sets, let's do a jazz show, which students never do.
My name is Matthew Harrison. I'm doing film and TV production. This production is called 8 to the Bar. I was in the pre-production stage. I was the writer, so I wrote all the scripts and the interviews and things like that. And while we've been in production, I've been vision mixing on this. And a vision mixer is basically, for anyone who doesn't know, is like a live editor.
My name's Katie Hook. I'm on the film and TV production course. My role was producer for this production, so I was kind of overseeing everything really, doing all the kind of logistical paperwork, finances, stuff like that, helping out with set design, things like that. Just to talk through the set, the main stage we have, that kind of came together last minute. We put kind of an old carpet over it. We wanted a kind of Prohibition era look about it. We got a lot of plants in, things like that. The sign we got a company in Liverpool to make that for us. And then a lot of it came from Arts Centre as well, they were really helpful there. The bar as well, they made that for us. What else is there? The piano looks great as well, we had to get that hired and tuned and everything. Yeah, so we just kind of wanted an authentic kind of 1930s jazz era feel about it.
We approached Liverpool Jazz, which is, well, we thought originally Liverpool Jazz was a Liverpool Jazz band, but it turned out actually they're not a band at all. They're more of kind of a performers agency in Liverpool, and they look after all of the jazz performers around Liverpool and the area. And they told us that, we told them the idea for the TV show, and they said they had a pot of money that they had been given to use as like a student bursary, and they approached all the universities in Liverpool apart from Edge Hill last year and said, we have this money which we can give to students, and no one got back to them, and we said, well, we would quite like that money. So they came down to the uni and met us, and met our tutor as well, Mark, and we discussed everything and how we would use the money. And then Katie, our producer, put together a kind of schedule and how we would actually spend all of the money on the different types of the production. And then they said, we'll give you $2.5 grand.
Yeah, I definitely encourage people to go out and look for sponsorship and things. It's not, we kind of got it through luck a bit. It was just a matter of contacting the right people. We didn't know they were in a position to sponsor us. We were just looking for musicians at the time. So it can come from anything really. We didn't expect it to happen, but hit the jackpot and got lucky with it, yeah. Everything's
been enjoyable really, like the bands have been a pleasure to work with, and the hosts as well, the two hosts have been fantastic. Like we're going to use them again for more films. Hopefully we're going to do episode 2, 3, 4, who knows, like we're definitely doing episode 2.
We're going to use this TV show as part of our show reel. As part of our contract with Liverpool Jazz as well, we have to approach Bay TV in Liverpool and some other production companies as well. But we've decided to use this production as kind of a pilot episode, reflecting back upon yesterday and Tuesday. Although there were some problems and some issues we had to kind of compromise around and make a few decisions and changing a few things, I think it went really well, and we've learned from the experience a lot. And pre-production is key. A lot of planning, that's what's important for, especially when you're in a TV show.
Paul and Ian, the studio managers, have been absolutely fantastic with us. They've done, like, you know, the lighting, they got absolutely spot on. They explained everything. We know how to use a TV studio now. So we've had some brilliant guidance.
3 favourite things about the studio. I think lighting, I've never really kind of experienced that before. I think that brought the whole thing together. That was a surprise.
Number 1, a larger group of 11 people, which absolutely terrified me at the start. But it's really great having a large group of people on the one project working together.
One of them's got to be the grand piano. That was impressive. I've never really seen a grand piano before in the flesh, so that was nice.
The set design as well, I really enjoyed that.
Second thing, probably being amongst the full set in the one area. and working with the actors and the performers and everything.
2 would be this screen here, which is a very, very expensive little monitor. It's a perfect colour corrected screen. So I see on there what's going to be on the final edit, rather than those which are just a little bit out.
Our bar, I guess. I think that's pretty cool. Quite proud of that, yeah.
And third thing, working in the gallery, which was difficult as well, because you're always on set, on location. So separating yourself from that and going into the production gallery was scary, but really interesting as well.
3 would be probably the studio managers, because they've just been so good, they've been so helpful. We couldn't have really got it looking so good without them, so that'd have to be in there.